Good night and welcome to another edition of Sports Monday. I am Paul Lopez, and tonight we kick things off with highlights from the 2025 ATLIB Track and Field Championship. The event saw fierce competition from athletes representing 5 tertiary institutions: Galen University, University of Belize, SJCJC, Wesley Junior College, and Independence Junior College. The day started with an exciting 3-kilometer race for the female athletes, setting the tone for a day full of thrilling performances. Roxy Lemos, sporting bright orange shorts for Galen University, took off with determination. Hot on her heels were Alicia Rash and Huzaira Cho from the University of Belize. As the race progressed with 5.5 laps down and 2 to go, Rash and Lemos managed to lap Cho. Heading into the final lap, Rash was in the lead with Lemos right behind her. In a thrilling finish, Rash kicked it up a notch and crossed the finish line 15 seconds ahead of Lemos, clocking in at 13 minutes and 27 seconds.
My strategy here is just like to keep up with the first runner and then to save more energy in myself. And then on the last 2 laps, just, use the energy that you have saved up for.
Next up was the men's 5-kilometer race. 3 determined runners took their positions at the starting line: Kaden Flowers and Wilmer Cal from the University of Belize and Neptali Balam from Galen. Balam struggled early on and was lapped a few times by Flowers and Cal. As the race neared its end, Flowers dug deep and unleashed a final burst of energy, breaking away from the pack. He crossed the finish line in first place, showcasing his endurance and determination.
The strategy, everyone has their own strategies. Waiting till the last few laps is the safest because you can finally see where your opponent is at. My colleague is very strong, Wilmer Cal. I just came out, push, and see what my best capabilities are.
Flowers crossed the finish line with a time of 20 minutes and 10 seconds. Now let's move on to the thrilling female 100-meter sprint. Despite only 6 runners signing up, the race was split into 2 heats due to the track's condition. Only 5 of the 8 lanes were usable, with the others deteriorating over the past year. In the first heat, Jade Sanker sprinted to victory with a time of 14.66 seconds. The second heat featured crowd favorites Kendall Morgan and Nyasha Harris in an exciting face-off. Nyasha ultimately claimed the gold medal, finishing with an impressive 12.50 seconds. Morgan secured second place.
My mindset is well confident. I know that I'm supposed to run the race extremely good. I'm practicing weekends and during the week with my coach, Mr. Evans and Ms. Carr. And
then came the male 100-meter sprint. This one was executed in a similar fashion, 2 heats with the winner being determined based on finish time. Donovan Greenwich from UB took the first heat with a time of 11.21 seconds. He was followed closely by Dante Green from IJC with 12.3 seconds. But the gold medalist came from the second heat. Of the 4 runners, Gary Neal executed an exceptional sprint and finished well ahead of his opponents with a time of 11.9 seconds, securing the gold medal.
Ever since a toddler, I've naturally have that passion for running, sprinting.
Okay, so your parents had a hard time with you?
Yeah, true. Yeah, I used to run away to the roadside sometimes when I do something, wicked, but yeah,
The male and female shot put competitions took place just across from the running track. Each male competitor had 3 attempts to throw the shot. And in the end, it was Steven Sylvester who clinched the goal with the farthest throw.
The wind feels really great. I come out here expecting a top 3 and end up with the goal, right? So I have to thank God because God comes first. Without God, I never made there. So. And
finally, from the Track and Field Championship, the 400-meter women's race saw an all-out sprint to the finish line between Leanne Segura, Kendall Morgan, and Ashanti Carr. From the last place position, Segura overtook her opponents at the last second to win gold.
If I'm being honest, I was counting myself out, but when we hit the 200-meter mark and I realized that the gap wasn't that big, I took it up a notch.
How do you feel when you accomplish something like that, where you go from dead last to winning a race?
I still the process it. In a real.
And finally, to wrap up tonight's coverage, it wasn't all doom and gloom at the Marion Jones Sporting Complex on Friday night. The first semi-final match saw Tutbay wearing their blue jerseys, taking on Lake Independence in white. Tutbay dominated the game, scoring 4 goals to Lake Eyes 2. With this victory, Tutbe was set to face the winner of the match between Reggae Boys and Survivors FC in the finals. Well, folks, that's all we have for you in tonight's coverage of Sports Monday. Catch you in the next one.